guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to draw a Monstera leaf on Procreate. And since I did a Monstera leaf theme for my March bullet journal setup, I thought it would be a nice video in addition to the March bullet journal setup, because then it sort of has the same theme. So I started off by using my HB pencil that is already downloaded on Procreate. And all the brushes I'm going to be using today are already included in the Procreate app. So I'm just first sketching out the teardrop shape of the leaf, and then I made that sort of split in the middle, and then to make the smoother lines for the holes in the leaf, I turned the streamline a bit higher so that it would be smoother. And then I'm just drawing in the holes. And since I'm sketching this and I'm putting this as my bottom layer, I'm going to just lightly sketch it, and of course it doesn't look good. But now I'm going to use the monoline brush, and I did adjust the monoline brush to make it larger because sometimes I like to have a large solid line. So I just duplicated it and made the maximum size larger. And now I'm just tracing the Monstera leaf on another layer. And I'm just using a black and sort of a medium size. And if you don't want an outline on your leaf, that's totally fine, but you still should do this step, because if you don't want an outline, you can just color drop it white. But since we need to do the shading and the coloring, I'm going to drop some white in here, and then I'm going to color drop the outline too after I duplicate it. And you'll see how this works out. So now I'm just fixing some of the edges just to make it look more in shape. And as you can see, I just duplicated it. And now I'm going to find a grayish color for the background so that when I color drop the leaf white, it will show and it won't blend in. And I just got the white color and color dropped my holes and outline. And then for some reason, when I color drop it, there's this line that usually shows in between the color drop and the outline. So I'm just gonna try to quickly clean it up and get rid of the lines. And then I'm just getting my green. And I'm going to use my soft brush for this. I'm going to use my lighter green, sort of like a sage green, as I said in my March bullet journal setup. And then I'm just going to color around the inside part and lower the opacity so that it blends better and doesn't look as layery almost. I want it to blend smoothly and not have different clear layers that you can see. And then I'm going in with my darker yellowish green on the edges and on the edges of the holes. And if you want a different texture look, you can use a different type of blender or soft brush, but I'm using soft brush because I think it's the smoothest blender. And then I'm going to color drop it with a darker color. And you can use whatever color palette you'd like for the leaf. I use the same one, or it's pretty similar to the one I used for my March bullet journal setup. And then now I'm just going in here and there to smoothen out the blending. And then for the tiny holes in the middle, I'm going to zoom in, and then I'm going to just color the outer rim. And if you guys don't know how I just got it to color the leaf and not the outer stuff, I did a clipping mask. So all you do is press a new layer and then you click on it just once you tap on it, and then there's an option that says clipping mask, so you click on that. You can also do alpha lock if you want, but I feel like alpha lock is for smaller details, but since the coloring is such a big part of the leaf, I'm doing another layer instead of just an alpha lock. And also because if I don't like the coloring but I still want to keep the main leaf and the outline, I can just delete that layer and add a new one instead of alpha lock where you are drawing on top of it and then you can't really separate it. And now I'm just darkening these smaller holes. Trying to make it as smooth as I possibly can. And if you want a rougher look and for a different style maybe, you can use, as I said, a more rougher brush and it will have a different style, but it will still look nice. It really depends on what you want it to look like, but I'm just trying to make this similar to the one I did in my bullet journal. And also, if you guys haven't checked out my March bullet journal setup, go ahead and do so. There is still time before March starts, and even if it's too late, you can always do it for your April bullet journal setup, although I sort of associate March with spring and greenery. That's why I chose the leaf theme, but I guess it's up to your taste. If you like leaves from April, go ahead and do that. So here is the leaf. Of course, if you guys want a different color, as I said before, you can use a different color palette. And if you don't like this color, but you already use this color, you can just color drop it like I just did. And it will change all of it and the shading with it. So that's just a tip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you in Procreate. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at livvy.dolphin, and also visit my Etsy shop at Livvy Dolphin Art. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!